Hey lesbians, welcome back to Queer Women Rising, where we talk about lesbian love, dating, and finding and keeping the peaceful relationships that we deserve. And today, we're gonna be talking about what we actually deserve. Yeah, you're gonna love this episode if you are in a relationship questioning if you should stay in it. You're gonna love this episode if you are single and trying to get very clear on what you want in your future wife. You're gonna love this episode if you watched The Queer Ultimatum, because today's guest is from The Queer Ultimatums. I know that, why did I say ultimatums? Ultimatum. But I know how much we loved this show, okay? It sucks that they are canceling it and what's happening to queer media. But at the end of the day, most of us watch this show and it's fun to watch and all, but can you freaking imagine? Like, close your eyes, not if you're driving and listening to this, but like if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, close your eyes and imagine like really loving someone and having to give them the ultimatum to get them to make a decision about you. Like that would feel so ick. Or being given the ultimatum and feeling like you don't really know if this person's your person and kind of like living in this limbo and like not being able to make a choice because you're not actually in love, but you don't want to give up the comfort of that relationship. As a lesbian matchmaker and dating coach, like I watch it and that's how I see the two options. Like there's two different types of people at the show, the one that gives the ultimatum or the one that receives the ultimatum. Marry me or move on. Now, our guest today is Marita Prodger. Let me read a little bit about her. A precious soul, truly. Oh my God, she's so sweet. The queer woman from Florida who broke into the spotlight on the Ultimatum Queer Love Season 2 after 3 years with her partner, who faced an ultimatum, which actually, now that I'm reading this back, I feel like she said they were together for 5 years. But okay, she'll tell us in the episode. She gave her the ultimatum, marry me or move on. And the relationship ended, and like in a really rough way. Marita was paired in a trial marriage with Brittany, who's so cute and so sweet, and honestly, a whole package. And when she was with this person on the show, experiencing a genuine, unconditional, kind love, intentional love, she began to see her needs in a new light. Marita used to chase love and passion in her relationships, asking for flowers, asking for words. But through embracing the power of love, light, and energy, she's returned to her power of self-worth and is no longer willing to settle for anything less than she deserves. And we talk all about it. She's a creative, warm, and loving femme. And she is the representation we need in the queer world. Because I know when I was younger, I needed to see more femmes. And I love seeing someone young like her being in the spotlight and sharing that light. She uses her voice to uplift the community. And I'm excited to sit and talk with her and ask her anything. And I ask her everything. And at the end, it felt like, at the end of the episode, like I'm not going to include it because it was personal, but I got to pray with her after. And I think we both left the episode feeling better than when we showed up. Like it was a really beautiful moment of just reconciliation with ourselves and our desires. And I hope that by listening to it, you can tap into the energy of your future wife. But first, tap in the energy of what you actually deserve. And honey, accept nothing less. So without further ado, welcome to the show, Marita from Queer Ultimatum 2. As you know, Marita, I put the L in LGBTQIA and identify as a lesbian. What letter of the alphabet soup family do you identify with?
I am the same. I identify as a lesbian.
And like, how old were you when you figured that one out?
So it's actually kind of crazy. My babysitter that like literally basically like was there for all of my growing up. Apparently when I was 3 years old, I asked her to marry me. So it goes back. Like yeah, it's all the way back to when I was 3 years old, but I came out when I was 18.
Okay. I've never heard anyone else say this about their babysitter. So I will make a confession. I used to like, and this is so wrong and like really creepy, but I would try to get my babysitters to play spa with me so I could rub their back and then try to grab under boob, which I'm like, that's so inappropriate and horrible for an 8-year-old. But like at that point, like I knew I wanted the boobs.
Oh, of course. Yeah. And another thing that I did when I was little was I took my mom's work computer and was looking up boobs on her work.
Oh my God, I wonder if people from her work were like, why are you looking up boobs on your work computer?
I wonder, and I wonder if she even knows that was happening.
Oh my God. Okay, so most of the internet knows like I'm obsessed with older women because you had this thing for your babysitter. Like, does that mean that you're into older women too, or that hasn't really translated into your adult life?
It hasn't really translated. However, I have only dated older people. I've never dated younger than myself, but I'm not opposed. It just
Okay,
depends on like the energy and the maturity of the person.
totally makes sense. As a matchmaker, when I'm on a private call with someone, I'm like, what is the oldest that you would date versus the youngest that you would date? Like, what's your hardcore deal breaker ages? Do you think you know yours?
So I'm thinking I dated this 24-year-old for like a couple like we went on a couple dates and she was great and fine. But I don't think I'd go lower than 24 and then I don't think I'd go higher than 35.
Okay, that's like a solid 11-year range. And for the people who don't know, how old are you, Marita?
Oh, I'm 27.
Okay. So that's giving you like only a few years younger, but you'll go a much more expansive range older, which sounds like typical lesbians. We're like, we
Yeah.
want the older women. Oh my God. Okay, so tell us your story. How did you get here? And of course, everyone knows like, a little bit of your story, but recap for the people who don't. Like, just give us the quick and dirty version.
Yeah, so my story, I was on the Ultimatum Queer Love season 2, and basically I went there to really figure out if it made sense to marry my partner. And honestly, like I really had the best intentions and I really did want to grow together and leave there engaged. And that's
Wow.
super not what happened. And that I feel like when I got there, I kind of just trusted in the process and let go of, thinking that there's only one way out of here. Um,
Which
because
was to get married, right? That was what you wanted.
that's what I wanted. Yeah, I just like I personally went there because I wanted Ashley to date other people and see what it was like to like not be with like to figure out their love languages and see if like maybe it could push her to do more romance, like more treat me like better than
What was
just
she
their
doing that was wrong? Like what felt like something was missing? What
I mean, to be honest, like all of her exes in general too, like she just doesn't bring a lot to the table. Like it kind of just feels like a roommate situation or a friend situation. It doesn't feel like a relationship. Like,
so like lack of sex too, or just like romance?
yeah, everything, physical, emotional, just like there were obviously amazing, beautiful times, but for the most part, like daily life was hard. It was hard because like I woke up every single day wanting to like make this person so happy and like I did all of the romantic things and it was just like for her she couldn't even do that. Like she didn't want to show up in that way.
I want you
Um
to know I know that pain, and it feels like the loneliest feeling to be loving someone so intentionally and to be as, from what I know of you, from the little snippets that they wanted us to see, but from what I see, your heart's really big and you seem like a very clear, kind communicator about what you need. You're
yeah.
self-aware. Like it makes no sense to ask for something and someone say they love you and not even try.
Exactly. And that's the thing is like I would beg her to like, just make me feel like her girlfriend. Like it was just exhausting. It was draining and it made me feel like I wasn't worthy of love. And like I think that's what I learned from the experience, like randomly getting paired with Brittany, who's like this amazing, phenomenal like beautiful energy of a
She was
person.
my crush. She was my crush for the show, by the
Yeah,
way.
exactly. And like that was her aura. Like that is my trial marriage partner. Like that is for the time being, that was like it felt like she was my wife. Like she was catering to me. She was like cooking me food. She just made me feel like wanted, I guess. Like
Even as a
opening.
friend, right? Like even in this gen I wonder, like, are you spiritual at all?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so like I am like a lesbian, but I'm like was raised Christian, Christian mystic. I believe in a little bit of everything, but I'm like, what if that was like God's way of showing you what your future wife, like how she's gonna treat you and like what you can look forward to and know that it's possible. And that's the hardest thing is like as a matchmaker, I see what's out there, the quality of women that we want are out there, but it's a matter of it getting in front of them and like meeting that happenstance meeting to have
Yeah.
that spark.
Yeah, no, exactly. And like I think that's exactly what the show taught me is coming back to my energy and knowing that like, wait a minute, I do deserve those things.
Mm,
Like, I
you
do
do.
deserve love. And like some people can look at it like I'm like a pick me and that like, I'm just like a spoiled person, but it's the actual opposite. Like I'm like so selfless to the point where it's like it's hard because I make sure everyone around me is happy, but I'm not filling my own cup. And that's
Yeah.
what the show taught me is like, you know what? I deserve to give myself the same respect and the same amount of love that I give everybody else.
It's
So,
so good that you see that. Like how many years were you with your ex?
5.
Oh my gosh, that's like your 20s, Marita.
I know. And that's the thing is like it felt like there had to be something greater.
Oh my God.
Like
Yeah.
I don't want to say like it felt like a trap because like our relationship was amazing. I was fully in love with her. It felt like this can't be it, if that
Yes.
makes sense.
Yes, a lack of peace. Like that's just not your wife, but you can't put your finger on it. And now you have, because it's like, okay, I wasn't being met. Um, do you think she really loved you? Like looking back, do you feel like there was genuine love?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I just think that she is incapable of like she has like a romantic threshold. Like it
Mm.
like not her priority to like treat it like a relationship, if that makes sense. And
Like you
what,
became a sister or a roommate.
yeah. And what's crazy is I went on another podcast and talked about my chart and
Mm.
the woman said that we were each other's twin flame. So
Could
essentially,
be.
I guess from what I now know about twin flames is you're either supposed to meet a twin flame for eternal love that lasts forever, or you meet a twin flame to redirect your life in some sort of way, just like completely 180 change the course of what
Absolutely.
the rest of the plan is. So,
I
yeah.
agree. My twin flame was my first girlfriend, my catalyst girlfriend, and she broke my heart more than anyone's ever been capable of breaking my heart. And it's pained me for years. But what I've come to know is my future wife wouldn't do that. So no matter how much love, no matter how much pain, no matter how much you think you're not gonna like feel that way again about someone, you will, I will. It's just going to be for the right person who's going to reciprocate it. And love is not going to feel painful. Love is going to feel peaceful.
Exactly. And like that's what's so hard about it too. And I even went to a wedding recently and it was actually like a full mass. So there were
Mm,
like actual like Bible verses and things that were said about like what a marriage should mean and what your partner should feel like. And it was like that's it. That's the truth. That's what I want and deserve out of a partner. Not to feel pain, not to feel like loss, sadness, emptiness, like all the time. So I feel like, yeah, it just I'm very grateful for what has happened. However, the anger from how we ended is finally subsided, and now I'm
mm.
just really emotional. like I'm like I know I did this show and I put my heart out on the line and everything, but it's also like that was that was one of my loves, and then like everything kind of blew up, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to happen.
Absolutely, because you're not supposed to be with someone who's not meeting you. And okay, for the sake of like playing devil's advocate, do you think it's possible that your ex is asexual or aromantic? Like, do you think that's a possibility, or you can't even begin to speak to that?
I just think that she really needs like to like focus on herself and like heal from a lot of things. Because like right after and during our relationship, she was already seeking somebody else. And then she got in another relationship and another relationship. And it's just
Mhm.
like, I think she really needs to take time to find herself again and to feel like the happiness that I know she felt like when we were together, but
Yeah.
separately now.
What about you? Are you dating yet?
I am, yeah. I mean,
Well,
off and on, like it's not right now, it's not my priority. I feel like it's gonna happen. I know
yeah.
that there's something big in the works, whatever the universe wants to bring me. I'm not sure who and where she'll be, but I'm sure like this next love is probably gonna be like the greatest that I've ever.
Yes.
If I
Especially if you keep saying no to anything less than the greatest.
Exactly. And I
So
have,
keep doing that.
yeah, yeah. And I have like even on dates, I'll tell the girls that I'm dating that like, I'm not even gonna think to pursue anything right now unless like you're a human form of gold, pretty
Mm.
much. It's like I feel like that's what I bring to the table and that's what I do deserve, as crazy as that sounds, you
No,
know?
it doesn't sound crazy at all. Like, as a matchmaker, I talk to so many women who have been burned, like just so burned that they're like willing to be like, hey, can you sort through the cesspool for me? And like find out like, is someone really ready to like not just bring something to the table, but they have their own table. Like they're happy in their own lives. And I think we have tried to build relationships, Marita, with people who don't have their own table. Like they're not genuinely happy with themselves. They're not genuinely happy with their lives. And then like they get into a relationship with someone and they can't even be joyful in that because they're already not happy.
Right, exactly. And I think that's what Ashley needs to focus on right now. It's like just going back to like what makes her happy and then pursuing whatever that is. Because like it for a while when we were together, like in St. Pete especially, and it sounds like she's not loving Colorado either. She's just not happy. And
Oh,
I know it makes me sad because like I care about her a lot, as angry as I am about how we ended, like I still care about the person. Like that was my person for 5 years. So I just, yeah, I mean,
if there's like is there anything you want to say to her if she's watching the episode?
I think it's just important to like do what makes her happy. Like, like she used to want to be like a traveling DJ and like she used to want to do all of these things. And I just feel like she's not pursuing or thinking about her dreams anymore for some reason. So I don't know. But
I'm a big proponent of that. Go chase your dreams so you can build your dream life, so you can attract your dream person. I want to know, Marita, what's your dream? I know that you've got big ones. I know you put them aside for a long time. Like, what is it? Like, I want to see that life back in you, that life force.
exactly. Yeah. So I just want to, first of all, be like an advocate for our community rights and like, just be, I guess, a powerful voice for this generation to like come back to love, positivity, energy, like all of that, right? So that's like one thing. I'm also a singer and like I want to get back into being creative and like putting my message out there because like I do have a lot to say. I just feel like writing songs is not like a snap of the fingers, like, and I want to
No.
be proud of what I put out there too.
What's your
But
style? Like, what's your vibe of music?
like bluesy pop, I
Ooh, I
guess.
like,
Maybe
yeah.
like a little bit of EDM, definitely like edgy too, which
Okay.
like when I was little and growing up and everything, like the songs I would love to sing like had like some like sexy edginess to it. So sexy edgy is probably the genre I'll go for.
When was the last time you released something or performed?
So I actually have what's kind of crazy is like the song I wrote when I was 11 is called Fortune Teller, and it is basically about deserving better and like knowing that you're not settling. It's crazy. I
You were
literally,
a fortune teller at 11.
yeah, I guess I apparently already knew about my future and like what my story is now. Cause like, isn't that crazy? Like, my 11-year-old self was writing, and this could be a form of manifestation too. Like, I was
Yeah.
writing that, like, if a love is not making you feel fulfilled, it's okay to let that go. And like, the lyric is like, I don't need a fortune teller to know that you could treat me better. And baby, we've
Mm.
come so far, but it's not in the cards for us.
Oh, that's so good. I have goosebumps. That's so good.
Yeah, so I thought about even like re-releasing it because like
Okay.
it's a really like it's a good song. I would just like want to re-record it because my voice is like mature now and like maybe work with different keys and stuff. So there's that. Like there is that option.
Go for it. No, seriously, like people don't really know this about me, but I've released a song that has like millions and millions of downloads. And like it's truly just like because it came from my soul and people connected with it. Like I don't identify as like a musician, but I have this thing that's like changing people's lives. It's a spiritual song. It's called My Healing for anyone who wants to listen. Maybe you should actually listen to it. Put it on
Okay.
headphones, lay down, take a moment. I truly say God wrote it, not me. But I know the power of music because people will message me and be like, that song like encouraged me to heal this thing. And so maybe your song, if you re-record that, there will be people who might be 1 year into what you stayed 5 years in. But because they hear your song, they get this undeniable ache that's like, I have to get out of this. And they waste less time. And if you can help one person do that, it is worth re-releasing that song.
I agree. And it's like that's my message too from the show. It's like you see how happy I was with Brittany. You see like the energy around me and like how fulfilled and loved I felt. And then like when I went back to Ashley, it just wasn't that way anymore. And it's like people are resonating with that. Like I have DMs from like random people and fans being like, you know what? Like I'm dating an Ashley right now. You are helping me realize that I do deserve more. I deserve
Yes.
like love.
Actual reciprocation, the number one thing that women are looking for, and they don't even know how to say it, but this is what they're looking for, is consideration. It's love is having consideration for your partner. That means thinking about them and thinking about life like formed around them, not just yourself. And so many people are not capable of that consideration. And if you're not, you should not be in a long term relationship. You should be dating and telling people, I'm just casually dating. Do not come here to break my heart and promise me the world and promise me a real future if you can't even give me basic consideration.
Exactly. And like I think halfway into my relationship with Ashley, I found that quote that like consideration is the biggest form of love. And it's like that's how I woke up every single day. I was like
I see that
always
in you.
considering Ashley and like getting her flowers, or like if I was at the mall and she wasn't there and I saw a shirt that, she would like, I would always pick it up for her and like just constantly do and give. And like even that book I wrote, The Story of Us, it's like literally like 98 pages on our love and our journey and our connection. And it was just like, I mean, it's like it was thoughtful. Like I just was always thinking about my partner and like how I can make them happy and how I can make them feel loved. And that's not what I was getting back.
What's really cool is now you have these open hands to receive someone who's going to, maybe not that book, but they would write the book for you. And they will tell you you're beautiful first, and they will buy you the flowers. And it's going to be this equal, beautiful, intentional relationship, because now after the show, I'm assuming you're not even holding on to a little bit of hope that she comes back. I always tell clients, if you hold your hands out and you're even holding on just a little bit, your hand curls. Even if you're just holding on to someone with your pinky, or hope that they're going to change. But if you let go fully and you truly tell the universe, I'm ready to receive something different, then your hands are fully open and you're in a space to receive that. The next DM you get could be your future wife. You know, the next event you go to right now, you are getting invited to so many things. You have so many opportunities because of the ultimatum, as much as it sucks, like what they're doing to you guys and canceling the show. And I understand how they've treated some of you. Like at the end of the day, you still have more opportunities than when you before the show, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
So I say run with them. Like I'm only, I think, 5 years older than you, but I'm like, as a big sister, run with every opportunity and know that when you walk into the room, make a connection for your next thing in business, your next thing in music, or your future wife. And you're
exactly.
exactly where you need to be. Exactly where
I
you need to be.
agree. Yeah, and just like trusting that something big is on the horizon. Like I feel it. Like I open up my TikTok to tarot card readers being like, something big is happening. And I'm like, yes, it is. Where is it? It's
Yes, it is.
coming. Yeah.
Keep
Um,
putting one foot in front of the other. Like every opportunity you can, just take it and it's going to lead to the right place. Okay, real quick, I need to tell you about Wisp, an online healthcare service that is for the girls, gays, theys, and me. In fact, for 3 years, they have been a part of my daily regimen. I know many of you listening long to create beautiful, women loving women relationships. And that, my dears, begins with excellent kitty care. Like, no offense, I don't know about you, but I personally don't want to be at a kitty cat cafe, if you know what I mean, that doesn't provide the freshest dessert for me to lick. So do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, and keep your kitty cat cafe fresh. With Wisp, everything from the consult to receiving meds is done from the comfort of your phone, and the company is proud of being inclusive, cost effective, and accessible for everyone. Wisp believes that you know your body better than anyone else, which means no more urgent care visits for issues such as UTIs, yeast infections, or STI treatment. You can save so much time not going to in person appointments or waiting in line at pharmacies. The free shipping will save you so much time. Or same day pharmacy pickup can have you feeling better faster. Before Wisp, I was prone to getting BV, but my kitty pH balance stays perfect. Chef's kiss now that I am on a consistent probiotic regimen. Ladies, this is so important. Personally, I subscribe monthly to Wisp Probiotics, Sexy Time Lube, and OMG Cream. It's like female Viagra. I also get D-mannose and boric acid vaginal suppositories as needed, so I'm prepared if something starts to fill off down there. Also, if you're about to meet a new partner from my lesbian dating platform, you definitely want to be tested before sleeping with someone new. You can order discreet online testing from your bed before you jump into bed. Go to the link in the show notes to learn more, or go to hellowisp.com and use my code SOPHIA for 15% off. That's code SOPHIA, SOPHIA, for 15% off all your kitty needs. You're welcome. Okay, back to the show.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, like, to be transparent, yesterday I opened up my phone to like I said, like when I joined this call, I was like, yeah, I'm emotional, I'm feeling a lot of feelings, but I opened up an interview and it was just like heartbreaking to see the way that Ashley talks about me. Like it's like really like not nice.
Oh, I'm so
Like
sorry.
she said that like she upgraded with her new girlfriend and she was like just trying to make me seem like I'm this terrible person when she knows that I gave her literally the world and then some. So it's just hard to see. And I called her yesterday and I was just like, you know what, this is heartbreaking. Like I don't know how we got here. I don't understand why we're here. And like this sucks. Like remember I woke up yesterday on the island because I was in Honolulu and I was happy as a clam and then I opened my phone to that and I just started bawling my eyes out. And
This is what sucks about being a lesbian influencer. I'm just gonna warn you right now. Like it's so like traumatic. Like I feel like we all just need to go to therapy and talk about how
yeah.
terrible it is. So, okay, question. As someone who's been like in the lesbian world with a lot of followers for a long time and like feeling the pressures of what that's like, I have had experiences where people say like I'm sorry I just did that for views. Like I'm sorry I felt pressured on the interview. I'm sorry my new girlfriend put me up to saying these things. Like do you feel there was anything that could be or like cuz like why would she answer the phone? I don't know. I'm trying to think logically. Why would she answer the phone after doing that?
Um, that's a great question. I don't know. Like, I don't know what her thought process is. Like, she told me, because yesterday I was crying to her on the phone, and she was like, I don't even know what I said. Like, I blacked out. I don't know how to do these interviews and like feel good about what I'm saying. And I'm like, okay, well, why don't you try to like be nicer? Like, I don't like. Because she did love me for 5 years. And like, I know she doesn't hate me. I just don't understand why I'm being spoken about in these really sad, awful ways. Because like, it's like our journey, our relationship, it was rocky, but it was also beautiful at the same time. So I'm like, I don't get it. And it makes me sad. Like, it really does.
I could see why you're sad. And what's really interesting to me and says a lot about your character is like through the pain, you're still talking positively about someone. And that says a lot about you and your integrity. And I think sometimes when there's that much light coming out of someone, it doesn't make the other person bad or evil. They literally don't know how to respond. And straight up, I was not there for your relationship. I am not like an ultimatum obsessed girly. I'm not I'm just telling you from experience and from experience with my clients is when someone can't hold your light, it scares them. And it's almost impossible to show up in light and in love when someone's like intimidated by that light and love and they don't know that they are. And
Yeah.
they don't know that they are. It almost feels like a competition and the ego gets involved. And I love that you're not making her bad. You're just being straight up like it hurts. But let's pivot because I don't want you to feel more sad. Like that's not my goal. I'm so sorry. I know what it's like. The lesbian pain is like unlike anything else. Let's just go back to Brittany because, like, to be honest, she was my crush for this show, and like,
Yeah.
it seemed like you hit the jackpot. She hit the jackpot. Like these two really good hearts got placed together. Was it weird to like wake up with someone else or were you like chill about it because you guys were just friend vibes? Like what like honestly was going through your head?
I think in the beginning we were both just like really thrown off because first of all, yes, I was into AJ. I think the world knows that. And then I we randomly got placed together and we like really only had a one conversation that lasted less than 10 minutes. And we talked about Bayo and we talked about rollerblading and that's it. So I really didn't know Brittany, but I like loved her aura. I loved her energy. She's 10 out of 10, like the most beautiful on the show. Hot
Yeah.
take. Uh,
Yeah, same. I'm like, holy shit, she's gorgeous.
but yeah, like it was like weird at first because you're like coexisting, but I think like we both just felt the love right off the bat and like that we really didn't have any issues like at all. Like our schedules were flowing, we were going to the gym together, and like the way it happened, because at first, yeah, it is kind of weird. You're just like moving in with some like you're U-hauling literally within 10 minutes of getting to know somebody. But what we did is we grabbed some wings from downstairs and went up to the rooftop pool, sat down, and we were like, all right, trauma dump, let's do this. What was your childhood like? Where are we in life? What are your goals, passions, all of the things? Like we just got into it. And then like we were so close. Like it just bonded us, those wings and that rooftop. And
Mm,
our stories, like it just was so easy from that point
mm,
to like just feel the love from each other. And like I wouldn't change it for the world. Like I speak about our relationship and our like that situation just being thrown into, the unknown was pure magic. Like it I don't know how it would have gone any other way with anybody else. So,
mm.
yeah, it was
I'm
beautiful.
so glad to know that you had that experience and like being shown extraordinary. So you could leave what you thought was good, hoping you would get her to be great for you by bringing you some flowers, but like, some effort. But like you left something that wasn't good because you were shown extraordinary, even just platonic love. Like that's valuable. Because of that experience, I'm sure you were able to like see non-negotiables in your next relationship like bubble up. For anyone listening, one thing I do with my like clients is have them write their future wife ick list, going like this hurt me, and they put it on the left side of the page, and then they'll write the opposite. So like my past girlfriend did not bring me flowers. And then their future wife wish list on the right side of the page, they'd write like, my future wife thinks of me all the time. She does little thoughtful things for me, like bringing me flowers all the time. And it's just naturally in her heart to do it. I don't even have to remind her. So you're like taking what was painful and then painting a picture of what you want. And then you rip out the page of what you want and you look at it every day. And when you get into the talking phase with someone, you see how they can meet you emotionally. And I'm not talking about a wish list of she's got to have this color hair or she's got to be like an ex-pro athlete and have a sporty body. I'm not talking about the superficial stuff. I'm talking about the things that really matter, the values, the lifestyle alignment. These are the things I find as a matchmaker most important. So I want to know for you, what's on that future wife wish list? What are those non-negotiables now? Do you have them?
Yeah, and what's crazy is like Brittany and I sat down and wrote down our non-negotiables. And then when I got into my trial marriage with Ashley, I asked her to do the same thing. Like I thought it was going to be a nice exercise for us to like, talk about non-negotiables, non,
Yeah.
that word. And she didn't want to do it. So it was like there was like just lack of effort in that entire like trial marriage. But yeah, I think like just yeah, consideration, care, like little notes, just like little forehead kisses, like just making me feel loved, wanted, and I mean, I think like trust is a big thing. I think that like, because I'm not a jealous person, like I will let my partner hang out with whoever, do whatever with whoever, as long as like I know that they're still like loyal to me and that like, our love is going to be stronger than anything that could ever break us. So, yeah, that's one thing about me too, is like loyalty, trust, love.
But those are very basic things. Like those are so like, girl, that's like bare minimum. Like I appreciate that you care about it, but like that is standard. So we're gonna find someone that like wants to intentionally love you and feels like God made Marita for me to love. Like there's gonna be someone who sees you that way. Have you ever taken a love language quiz before?
I have, yeah.
I'm going to just make a little guess. It seems like you do care about gifts or acts of service, but it seems like little gifts doesn't have to be expensive, but little
Yeah.
gifts and touch. And the reason I see it in you is because that's mine, and you keep bringing up things that are like, these are the things that we're missing, and that's been hard for me too. In past relationships, I'm like, just tell me how you feel about me a little more. Make me feel more secure. I just want to hear, you know. And I'm very good at saying it and what I need very calmly, peacefully, lovingly, just making that request with from a place of self-awareness. And if someone can't meet me, I am out because I know what I need to feel loved. I do. And it sounds like you knew what you needed, you stated it, and you kept waiting for her to change. Am I right? Is that like what was going on in your head? Or,
As crazy as it sounds, like I saw the love that she would give to her family and to Bentley and to, people around us, but it felt like it wasn't ever towards me. So I was like, I know she has a beautiful heart. I know she has a beautiful soul. Why can't any of that synergize with, you know, romance? Like I didn't understand why, and I literally would cry and beg to her. I'm like why not? Like why can't you just like love me? Like it's like hard, it's sad to even think about, but
I
I don't even.
understand. I've had two relationships like that too. And it's the worst feeling in the world. But now we know and we will make better choices.
Yeah.
So the love languages, what was your quiz? Like what was the result?
I feel like it was definitely like physical touch and acts of service. So I think you're like right on the money.
Okay, yeah. This is my work. So like I'm pretty, on it. But okay, so it sounds like when you look for your next person, it's like if you don't see them naturally doing that, you give an opportunity. Like if you're in it with someone, you give that opportunity and you make that request. But if there's a consistent lack of consideration after you make that request, that's not your wife because your wife will care. When I'm in love, there's nothing that I wouldn't do for that person. It doesn't matter what their request is. It doesn't matter if it's my love language or not. I'm going to make my job to be an expert. Like it's like me going back to school. I want to be if I was in love with you, it'd be like I am getting my degree in Marita and I am going to write down every little thing that would make her happy, whether it's little gifts, the way you like your coffee, your favorite flowers, your favorite color, figuring it out and like being so intentional. And there are women out there, and I know because as a matchmaker, I'm interviewing them every day. I
Yeah,
know they exist. So you just keep your heart open and trust that she's out there because she is.
yeah, yeah. I know she is. She's probably just sipping some tea somewhere in Bali or something and just waiting for me to walk up to her.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Are you looking for a digital nomad? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know. I have been like going on amazing, beautiful trips. Like I just went to Mykonos and like the group of women there was amazing, fantastic. Like some people were in relationships, some people were single. Like it was just like a really great blend of amazing women. And then Honolulu was phenomenal. Like the energy there, it felt like the same kind of thing, and I'll be going to London and hosting things in London. So I am traveling a lot, and I'm just like opening my heart to all different types, forms of people. Because like I think if you think about my personality and my aura, like I'm just a lover. Like I just want to love everyone, but like for me, like I need that one person to feel like safe, comfortable, and like when I'm in love, like that is it. That is all. Like that, I will cross oceans. I will do literally anything for my person.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's crazy. I know it's out there. I know it's
Yes,
out there. I am
she's
the
out there.
dreamer too. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
keep dreaming. Keep writing
keep
it down.
dreaming.
Keep believing. Like I'm telling you, you will write it down and one day she is just gonna walk in. What about like the process of healing, has there been any practice or faith tradition or meditation or music that's helped get you through and coming back to your self-worth?
I think what I've realized lately and like very recently is I've been talking about how this entire journey, this entire experience, and the way that we ended, like I've just been almost angry. So I'm detaching myself, or I was detaching myself and like making it seem like I'm telling a story, but I forgot I was the person it happened to. So it
Mm,
was like, just talking about like the cheating and all of the things that like, really freaking hurt me. Like it was like I removed myself so that I could share my story. However, now the anger has subsided and now I'm just really sad. Like I'm emotional about it. And like what I tend to do too is like I manifest and I talk to the moon and I just like think about what I want my future to look like and what like I want my love to look like and my priorities right now. But I guess like the only other thing that I'm actually doing to like help me is like working out and just doing the things that make me happy. But it's hard. Like I lost my grandfather the same night that my girlfriend cheated on me. Like
oh my God.
so
I'm
now I
so
have to
sorry.
associate like the loss of a grandfather with my ex of 5 years doing something awful to ruin our relationship. Like it's
That's
just like it's
horrible.
really, really hard to even talk about anymore. And like I don't want to continue to have this be like the narrative. However, like it's hurtful to see things on social media that like aren't true and just like that make me the bad guy for literally just loving somebody
Yeah, no, that
as
makes so
much
much
as I did.
sense. And like I
Yeah.
know like today we weren't even gonna stay focused on her, but because you just saw that before we got on the call, it's like you're like so freshly wounded again. Like I'm just so sorry. The one thing I can tell you is, and you know, your future wife wouldn't treat you like that. And one day when you meet her, you're gonna look back on that pain and be like, gosh, you would never do that to me in a million years. Like you wouldn't even fathom hurting me in that way. Like your soul could never make those decisions to hurt me. That's how you're going to look at your future wife. And you are going to know that in your soul because she won't be capable of doing something like that to you
Yeah,
ever. Eh,
exactly.
So know that there will be this moment. Like if you can just like close your eyes now and like picture not a face, just an energy, an aura of just pure love beside you. And that future wife energy, and just being like, I know you're going to love me so well. I know you're going to love me so intentionally. And you're right around the corner. Wherever you're at, I'm here. And you're going to treat me so well. And I'm going to treat you so well. And just feel that unconditional love because it's there. And it starts inside your heart. And I know love that you have connections to the universe and ultimately you have connection to her. So one thing I do whenever I want to feel my future wife's energy is I take a drive and I listen to, when I was little, I loved The Parent Trap. And you know how it starts with the, this will be an everlasting love, that song. That's like the happiest wedding song to me, vibration of pure love. And or maybe it ends with that. It ends with that wedding song, I think is what it is. Yes, because it
Yeah.
starts with love is all that I care,
Yeah.
but it ends with that. And that's like the choosing of each other. Like life isn't perfect, anything, things happen, but at the end of the day, they chose each other so sovereignly in the end of the movie. And that is the vibration that I know my future wife is on. And so I put that song on and I ask God to like let her know, like, I'm here. Like, just tap in and like let her feel like this, like, overwhelming, like, angel bumps right now, like that I'm thinking of her. And I feel it so deep. And so I don't know what song it is for you, Marita, but just give it a try when you're feeling that lonely feeling like, where are you? Because she's trying to find you just as much as you're trying to find her. And that's why I love the work that I do. Um, for anyone here who's found this podcast, because Marita, I'm the Luxury Lesbian Matchmaker. I matchmake the most incredible, extraordinary lesbians in the world, some who don't even have opportunity in their countries because being queer is illegal, right? In certain places. They reach out to me. I can help them discreetly. I also work with like women who are like high up in the government. Like they can't be out. They can be out of the closet, but like not on dating apps, that sort of thing. I also have the Queer Country Club, which is the very first and only monogamous lesbian dating platform for women who are truly ready to settle down. Like you don't get on to fuck around, you get on to find your wife. And we do virtual speed dating and AI matchmaking there, but it's more affordable than working with me privately. And I also do luxury lesbian retreats. So if you're like, oh, I love like queer spaces, but I'm not a queer partier, and you want to meet women on that growth path who's doing the work and might
Yeah.
even meet your future wife there. We've had a love connection form on every single retreat so far, and I take a very small group of women. I'm talking anywhere from eight. We're going to extend it to 20 so you have more opportunities to meet more people while you're there, but still keep the connection tight. And that's the Luxury Lesbian Retreats. If you're interested in any of these things, DM me future wife and tell me what you're looking for, and I'll point you in the right direction, or visit queercountryclub.com. And I'd love to connect you. Marita, if someone wants to work with you or follow your journeys because you're traveling so much, how do people connect with you?
Yeah, so I'm very active on Instagram and TikTok. And my handle is at Prodger. And then I am working on getting a YouTube up as well as doing like a Facebook page too. So there will be more content on that. Um, and yeah,
I'm excited for you. What is the dream? Is it music? Queer advocacy through music?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, to think about the dream and like I dream big. For me, the sky is literally the limit. Like I feel like in my bones, I might just be like one of the biggest generational like celebrities that we've ever that this world has seen through positivity, community, advocacy, like creation, all of the things, energy, aura. Like who knows? I could be like the next Kate Hudson, I could be like the next Billie Eilish, like I just feel that energy. Like watching A Star is Born I
Mm,
I feel that. Like I just
yeah,
even K-pop Demon Hunters, that new movie that came out, I'm like I am Rumi. Like it's just I feel that. I feel
you're
that deep
special.
in my
There's
soul.
there's
Yeah.
something about you that there's a light in you. And honestly, that is why it has been so challenging for you because someone has to vibrationally meet you. And that is why it makes dating hard because you have so much light. You have so much joy in your cup. And when someone bumps into you who's not as happy, and when your coffee cup spills and joy comes out, that is very triggering to somebody who does not have joy in their cup and who has anger or lack of worthiness. And so just know that like your light is feeling like a burden right now when it comes to dating, but you are going to do big things. I
Oh,
see it. Yeah.
thank you.
You're beautiful inside and out. Thank you for taking your time with me today. My last question for you is if there's anything you could tell your future wife right now, what would it be?
Oh boy. Um, I don't, that's such a deep, 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 deep question. Um, Wow, really putting me on the spot here. I would say, like, wait, what's the question again? What's
If you could
something
tell anything to your future wife right now, what would it be?
I can't wait to see what the magic we bring to this world together looks like.
Mm. That's beautiful. Do you feel like you're looking for your purpose couple other half then? Like people say, like, I'm looking for my power couple other half. But it sounds like you have a big purpose and you need someone who's gonna alongside you.
Yeah, I think that. And then like instead of tearing me down, like lifting me up, being my biggest cheerleader, like being, I also think like banter and like humor is super important to me too. Like I'm kind of a little bit of a weirdo, which you don't get to see, but I definitely am super weird sometimes. But yeah, I just like I want someone to do life with that like feels like a cheerleader that is rooting for me, but like rooting for us together, like wanting to work on things when things come up. Like not necessarily making me feel alone, like the
Yeah.
opposite of
Or
that.
like you're asking for too much, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, no, I feel you. I understand what that feels like. I've got clients who understand what that feels like. And if you're listening, this is the how I'm going to end the show. I want you to know that if you've listened to this and you want the same things, everything that Marita or I have talked about is actually not asking for a lot. That's bare minimum. That
Mhm.
is quality, healthy relationship. And so you're not asking for too much. If you're in the wrong relationship and you could feel it in your bones, I hope that you reach out to me or Marita and talk about it so we could help you actually like get the courage to just walk away. Or if you're single and you're looking for that person, DM me, tell me what you're looking for. All these things that we are looking for, not too much. Like, leave this conversation. That's not too much to ask for at all. It is bare minimum, and I am worthy. Like, repeat it after me if you're listening. I am worthy. Have an amazing day, my friends. You are a queer woman rising. Go rise up and be the very best you can be. And your future wife will have to rise to the occasion. And if she doesn't, that's not her.